Hey guys, Taylor here, the FitExpat, back with another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than we normally do here on this channel, and the reason that is because I've been getting some requests from some of my subscribers to make a video about the salary of English teachers, or more specifically foreign English teachers here in China. This video you might find it useful if you are thinking about coming to China or considering teaching ESL in an Asian country. If you want to get an idea of how much money you could make in China, China specifically, hopefully this video can help you out with that. All right, guys, so I'm just going to get into it today. It's not going to be a long video. Before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and help out the channel. We're trying to make the channel grow. I haven't made a video for a long time. I've just been busy with life, you know, it's hard. I try to get videos out whenever I can, but I just get caught up in day-to-day things, and for that, I'm sorry. But we're gonna get into this topic today. Let's get going here. All right, guys, so before we get into this, I wanna let you know that this information that I'm going to give is just strictly from my own personal knowledge and experience, okay? I'm not an expert. I'm not, you know, I'm not an expert in this field. I can only tell you what I personally know and have heard and about my own experience of this kind of thing. So, you know, if I say something that's wrong, I don't know, don't come at me in the comment section. I really don't give a fuck, okay? I'm just giving my own information that, you know, I know. I've been in China for 10 years. I know a little bit about it. I am an English teacher. I know some things that are going on. So that being said, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing you want to know about the salary of an English teacher, it's going to depend on a few things. And one of those things is actually going to be the location where you are teaching in China. Now, China's a very big country, many different cities. Some are bigger than others, of course, right? For the highest salaries, you're gonna wanna be in a tier 1 city, okay? And those are the big cities like Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. These big cities, they are gonna have higher salaries than some of these smaller cities in smaller provinces. That's just a fact, okay? The higher salaries are gonna be in the bigger tier 1 cities. And of course, with those higher salaries comes the higher cost of living, because the rent prices and prices for general things are a bit higher than some of the smaller cities. All right, so another thing that's going to affect your salary is going to be your qualifications, of course, right? So the more qualified you are, right, and the more experience you have, the higher salary you are going to get. If you have no experience whatsoever, never taught before, you know, you've got a degree in, you know, some subject that's not related to English or not related to what you're going to be teaching, if you don't even have a TEFL, well, you need to have a TEFL, but, you know, if your degree has nothing to do with English teaching or whatever subject you're going to be teaching, and if you have no teaching experience at all, you're not going to get a higher salary than someone who's been teaching for 5-10 years with a degree in English or a degree in education or whatnot. So your qualifications are going to affect your salary. Your qualifications and your experience is going to affect your salary. All right, now let's get into how much you could be looking at making. Now, I am only going to talk specifically about tier 1 city. I'm in Guangzhou, which is the tier 1 city. Okay, I'm going to talk about the tier 1 cities here, at least Guangzhou, where I'm at, and which is, you know, to be honest, most likely, if you're coming to China, you're going to want to be in one of these cities because that's where all the fun stuff is. You know, when you have a holiday, of course, you can go traveling wherever you want in China, or even outside of China, whatever. But for general living, you're going to probably want to be in a tier 1 city. Okay, you're going to have other foreigners, okay, other expats that you can meet up with, you know. They're going to have more people speaking English. You're going to have, you know, better food options. You know, some people, they come here, they're new to China, I love it when the new people come here and they're all excited, of course, they think they're going to eat Chinese food every day and they're going to just be immersed in China, right? Yeah, that gets old very quickly. At least for me, I love Chinese food and Chinese people, of course, but I also like conversing to other people that from my side of the world, and I also like Western food as well, and I like being able to buy things that I might get back home. So I don't know, a tier one city for me was just the best option, and I recommend it. But anyways, I'm not going to try not to ramble on too much here. But as far as the salary goes, now every year that I've been here, it seems like the general salaries for English teachers have been going up. Okay, now especially with the pandemic happening, and China was closed off for a while. It wasn't so easy to get here because of the COVID restrictions. But now, now things are back to normal. There seems to be a lot of jobs that are available. I mean, there always was, but it seems like it, and they're paying quite well right now. Now, basically, from my best understanding, as a new English teacher, okay, let's say someone with no experience, but you have all the qualifications to get the work visa, of course, because that's what you're going to need, okay, you're easily looking at over 25,000 RMB a month. Okay, this could be at a training center, could be at a primary school, kindergarten, whatever. Easily 25,000 RMB or more. Okay, anything less than 25,000 RMB, even with no experience, I would say don't take it. Okay, if you're in a tier one city. Now, if you want to go to a smaller city and the cost of rent's going to be much cheaper, that you might not be getting 25,000, but easily, like an entry-level job, your first teaching job, no experience whatsoever, you could easily get 25,000. Now, let's say you have some experience, maybe from your home country or maybe from another country you've been teaching ESL at. Okay, let's say you've got a degree in English or education or whatever field you're trying to teach in, you could be easily get upwards of 30,000 or more. Okay, 30,000 or more, easy. That seems to be the norm these days, 30,000 or more. Okay, now, you might have a master's degree. You might have a lot of teaching experience. You could be looking into teaching in university or high school. In that case, you could be getting 35,000, maybe 40,000 RMB or more. Okay, I'm not going to get into the conversion rate. Okay, how much that is. You can look it up. Okay, what is that in your own country's currency? I don't know. Okay, but it is a very good salary. I myself, okay, I've been teaching for several years. Okay, I make a really good salary. I cannot complain. Okay, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much it is, but I am making a very good salary, very good living. The cost of living here in China, I'm from Canada, okay? The cost of living here in China is way, way less than in my country of Canada right now. Okay, so I've got a good life here. You could have one too, okay? It's quite easy. If you meet all the requirements to get the working visa, very easy to get a job here, okay? If you can meet those requirements. Doesn't matter if you have teaching experience or not. You can get it done if you have the requirements, and you could make a great salary, okay? I would say 25,000 RMB a month minimum, upwards of 30, 35, 40,000 RMB or more, okay? And you might even your school might even provide your apartment, okay? Or they usually give housing bonuses, and they'll give you paid holiday. A lot of schools give you paid holidays, medical insurance. There's all kinds of things. If you're looking for a job, your school will give you all the details. The school you're applying for will give you all the details, of course. But, there's so many jobs here. You just have to look for one that you like in a place that you like. And I tell you right now, moving to China was one of the best decisions of my life. You know, I've got a beautiful daughter here now. I've got a lot of friends here. I've got a whole life here. Of course, I've got friends and family back home who I go back to visit whenever I can. They come to visit me. But the life here in China for an English teacher, if that's what you want to do, I highly recommend it. It's a great place and you can make a great living here. That's all I have to say, guys. I hope this video gave you some idea. I hope it helped you out in some way. You know, maybe if I've said something that you think is not correct or anything, don't come at me in the comments. I don't care. Okay, I'm just telling you from my experience and my personal knowledge. That's it. All right, guys. So I hope this video helped. Hit the like button. Help me out. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for some more videos on life in China. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've just been busy. I'm going to try to get some more videos out. Some more fun videos. We don't typically make these work videos here on this channel. This channel is just for fun, you know, guys. That's it. Until next time, this is Taylor the Fit Expat. Have a great day.